It's a big day for everybody, but thanking God. And our first divine call to lead is prayer. Bright and beautiful are Jesus, great and small. Dear friends and family, prepare yourselves as we welcome with a beautiful welcome night. Imagine golden stars are only going to imprint on your mind. My friend Aswamar MOA is here to express our happiness to have each and every one of you here. Good morning to all. Imagine with all our mind, believe with all our heart, achieve with all our mind. On behalf of Good Shepherd and my kindergarten, I am extremely privileged to welcome the Honorable Chief Guest of the day, Reverend Father Sundaramani, our respected manager, Reverend Father Vijukalam Kannisiyamai, our beloved principal, Reverend Father Vijayapal Siyamai, our vice principal, Ms. S. Shana Jafri, APTW President, Eva President, teachers, parents, grandparents, and fellow graduates to the 2024 graduation ceremony. This day is really special to me and my cousin. We are the 66th graduates of 2024. Aren't you proud of us? Let's celebrate our big day together. Once again, we welcome you all to this graduation ceremony. Thank you. Manager Father, Reverend Father Vijukalam Kannisiyamai, as always speaks up on every occasion. I request Father to bless us with his words of wisdom.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Are you happy today? Let us give them a big clap to our dear students. Let us see how you are happy. I hope you are very happy today. We are gathered here to celebrate the graduation day of kindergarten. Here we have our chief guest, Father Sinton Nangani, the principal of Gayamana Public School, and our dear principal, Lijo, and PTA and PTA present, and dear parents, and our dear students and teachers.
Thank you, Father. We are really happy as we have a special guest. Sinton CMI is the principal of Gayamana CMI Public School, who has joined us to celebrate our big day. We warmly welcome Father to bless this ceremony with our esteemed presence and inaugurate our event by sharing a few words and by lighting the lamps.
Good morning. Can you give me an energetic good morning, my dear children? Good morning. Good morning to all of you, Reverend Father Vijay, prayer of Good Shepherd Monastery, Father Embark, our beloved principal, Ms. Shanu, Vice Principal of Good Shepherd School, Mr. George, PTW President, Ms. Fiju, PTW Vice President, parents, grandparents, teachers, and my dear children and the stars of the day. Dear parents, can we give a big round of applause to our beloved children? And at the same, I want to, my dear children, do you know to give a cheer clap? Do you know? Okay, let's give a cheer clap to our beloved parents and teachers. I would like to convey my heartiest greetings to all the kids who are sitting here using the gown, and they will get the cap and the certificate. And parents are also excited to receive all this on the stage. So may God bless you, each one of you. As we know that every great dream begins with the dreamer.
I'm sure this year has been full of excitement, laughter, and memories for all of us. Let us hear from our friend and our representing UKG. A warm and pleasant good morning to all the dignitaries on the dais, teachers, parents, grandparents, and all my friends. I stand here on this graduation day to share my experiences at our Shepherdians kindergarten. I was a boy who was very difficult to leave home and come to school. Our teachers gave so much love and affection to adjust to school life. We had a great day playing and enjoying in the KUNNAMKULAM. Let me shower my gratitude with a thought. What you learn with pleasure, you never forget. Learning was nice, simple and interesting. The assemblies and happy days help us to stand front with the rich confidence. We also learn to sing and tell stories. Dear guidance, farewell. always with the prosperity our hearts. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. Our parents are a great sermon today. Let us listen to what they are doing. I request a parent from Ukraine to share a few words.
A very good morning to all the dignitaries on the dais. Today, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our chief guest, Father Sinjo Nandini, our principal, Father Lijo Paul CMI, Father Lijo Polakani, Shanu Jockey, and PJW members. I would like to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank this wonderful school, Good Shepherd, and the teachers to provide me this opportunity to give my experience about this wonderful school. Our journey with this school has been amazing. My kids got admission in this school in last academic year, and it's been wonderful these 2 years. My kids are studying in Full and in UKG, and the one who is in UKG is getting graduated today. And I'm very happy before you standing here that I'm a proud parent. So let me tell you that I remember the very first day when I came here for my younger one's KG admission. I raised my concern about her speech delay to the teacher who conducted the assessment. She gave an assurance that she's going to be fine within 1 or 2 months. And yes, indeed, she was right. My kid had a tremendous change in these 2 years. Starting from LKG Lotus, under the guidance of Ms. T. Stoney and GV ma'am, to her present favorite teachers, Ms. Manju ma'am and Seema ma'am, she has achieved a lot in her academic level and extracurricular activities that the school has provided. I take this opportunity to thank all the teachers out there who has worked so hard and taken effort to bring our children. I take this opportunity once again to appreciate all the aunties out there who take care of our kids when they are at school. Once again, a very big salute to all the teachers and congratulations to all the students who are graduating today. Have a nice day and thank you.
Our parents and friends come with amazing groups. Let's put our hands together to welcome them on stage. supporting us. We couldn't have achieved this without you. Mother, thank you. Happy graduation day. I invite the parents from UKG office to share memories with us.
Good morning everyone. Respected dignitaries on dais, parents, teachers and non-teaching staff. On this momentous occasion, as we gather to celebrate our little one's transition from kindergarten. Today is a day filled with joy, pride and touch of nostalgia as we feel like yesterday when we nervously sent them off their first day of school. And today, here we are witnessing them take a big step forward. On this journey, they have learned not only ABC and 1, 2, 3, but also have embraced invaluable lessons of friendship, kindness, and curiosity. And our teachers, your dedication has been the guiding light for our children. The teachers had challenging tasks because this remarkable group has faced unprecedented challenges, being the first batch to the journey in regular classes after the period of lockdown and absence of traditional play school experiences. Despite these challenges, our teachers have played a pivotal role in guiding our children. And I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all kindergarten teachers and aunties who were supporting us. And our little ones, they have accomplished so much in such a short span of time. On this journey, they have learned so much what is valuable in their life. And they always will be remembering the joy of learning and excitement of new discoveries and the friendship that has blossomed in these 8 years. As a parent, I cherish this moment and eagerly anticipate the adventures that will lie ahead for our little children. Congratulations to all our little ones. You are our pride and joy. Thank you.
I now want my family friend from UKG to share etc. and gratitude with us. Good morning to Anna. We are grateful to God for our school, as it has given us the wings to fly with confidence, dreaming big and believing in ourselves. Well taught by our teachers. They have seen us grow exponentially since kindergarten. They have guided us and shaped us into who we have become today. They instill good habits, values, and learning skills in us. We have learned to respect others and take the responsibility of our own learning. Dear teachers, you are wonderful and always special to us. We love you. We also thank our dear parents for supporting us in our education. Thank you. Happy graduation day. I got the plan from UKG today to save you.
A very good morning to everyone. It's an honor to stand here because my daughter has invited me here now. I am taking this opportunity to welcome all the chief guests who are sitting here. Reverend Father Nandini CMI, Reverend Father Lijopo CMI, Reverend Father Liju Kolakani, our Vice Principal Shanu Dr. Madam, our PGW President Rojiti Rajan and Chief Person. And ഈ 2 വർഷത്തിൽ ഏറ്റവും എക്സൈറ്റഡും സന്തോഷവുമുള്ള ദിവസമാണ് നമുക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും പാരൻസിന്. ഞാനിവിടെ എൻ്റെ മോളുടെ അഡ്മിഷൻ എടുക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി 2 വർഷം മുമ്പ് വരുമ്പോൾ നമ്മളെല്ലാവരും ബാധിച്ചിരുന്ന ഒരു കാര്യമാണല്ലോ കൊറോണ. പോസ്റ്റ് കൊറോണയല്ല, ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ബാധിച്ചിട്ട് പ്രീ സ്കൂളും അംഗൻവാടീസും തീരെയില്ല. ഇതിലൊന്നും ഇരിക്കാതെ പെട്ടെന്ന് വന്ന കുട്ടികൾക്കുണ്ടായിരുന്ന ഏറ്റവും വലിയ പ്രശ്നമായിരുന്നു സ്പീച്ച് ഡിലേ, ഇൻട്രാക്ഷൻ, കമ്മ്യൂണിക്കേഷൻ സ്കിൽസ് ഒന്നും ഇല്ലാതാവുക എന്നുള്ളത്. അത് വളരെയധികം എന്നെ അപ്സെറ്റ് ആവുകയും ചെയ്തിരുന്നു. എല്ലാവരെയും പോലെ തന്നെ ഞാനും കുറച്ച് ആൻഷ്യസ് ആയിരുന്നു സ്കൂളിൽ എങ്ങനെയാകും. നോക്കുമ്പോൾ സ്ട്രെങ്ത് കൂടുതലാണ്. ഒരു ക്ലാസ്സിൽ 40-43 കുട്ടികളെ 2 ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് ഇതൊക്കെ ഹാൻഡിൽ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമോ, ശ്രദ്ധ കിട്ടുമോ, എല്ലാവരെയും പോലെ തന്നെ ഞാനും ആൻഷ്യസ് ആയിരുന്നു. ബട്ട് വിത്തിൻ എ മന്ത് ആക്ച്വലി ഈ ഒരു പ്രശ്നം കംപ്ലീറ്റ്ലി സോൾവ് ഔട്ട് ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ ഒരിക്കലും ഒരു കുട്ടിയുടെ സേഫ്റ്റി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കും, അവരുടെ എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ എന്താവും എന്ന ഒരു ഡൗട്ടും നമുക്ക് ഉണ്ടാവാത്ത രീതിയിൽ വളരെയധികം സാറ്റിസ്ഫൈഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു അപ്രോച്ചാണ് എനിക്കിവിടെ കാണാൻ സാധിച്ചത്. നോട്ട് ഓൺലി ദ ടീച്ചേഴ്സ്, the non-teaching staff also are included in this. I am so happy to share my experience here for the last 2 years. ഇവിടെ പേരെടുത്ത് പറയാൻ ഞാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നത് റവറൻഡ് ഫാദർ ലിജോ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ. I have not seen such a principal in my life because I think 90s kids must be knowing the pain of having difficult principals. നമ്മളൊക്കെ പഠിക്കുമ്പോൾ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഇറങ്ങി ഓടും അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പേടിച്ചിരിക്കും. അങ്ങനെ ഒരാളെ ഞാൻ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല. കഴിഞ്ഞ ഒരു വർഷം നോക്കിയാൽ നമ്മൾ മറ്റ് പല സ്കൂളുകളിലും കാണാത്തത് പലതും കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. നമ്മുടെ പാരൻസ് ഡേ എങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു, നമ്മുടെ ഓണം സെലിബ്രേഷൻ എങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു, കുട്ടികൾക്കുണ്ടായിരുന്ന DJ, ക്രിസ്മസ് DJ, ഒരിടത്തുമില്ലാത്ത DJ ആണ് ഞാൻ കണ്ടിരുന്നത്. അവിടെയൊക്കെ നമ്മുടെ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ നമ്മുടെ കുട്ടികളോട് എങ്ങനെ ഇന്ററാക്ട് ചെയ്തിരുന്നു എന്നുള്ളത് വളരെയധികം സർപ്രൈസിംഗ് ആയിട്ട് എനിക്ക് തോന്നി. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് സോ ഗുഡ് അബൌട്ട്. താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച് ഫോർ ദാറ്റ്. ആൻഡ് പേരെടുത്ത് പറയാൻ എനിക്ക് എല്ലാ ടീച്ചേഴ്സും ഒരുപോലെയാണ്. എന്നിരുന്നാലും എനിക്ക് സ്പെഷ്യലായിട്ട് വന്നത് എൻ്റെ മകളുടെ ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് തന്നെയാണ്. ബിക്കോസ് ഐ നോ ദ മോർ. our madam Tisroni ma'am and Christine ma'am, you have become not only the teachers, you have become the mothers also. അവർ ഓരോ കുട്ടികളെയും സ്പെഷ്യലി മനസ്സിലാക്കിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. മീൻസ് ജസ്റ്റ് അക്കാഡമിക്സ് മാത്രമല്ല, ഇത്ര പഠിക്കുന്നു, അക്ഷരങ്ങൾ ഇങ്ങനെയാണ്, വായിക്കാൻ ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട് എന്നുള്ളത് മാത്രമല്ല, കുട്ടികൾ എക്സ്ട്രാ കരിക്കുലർ ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസിൽ എങ്ങനെയാണ്, ഡാൻസിൽ എങ്ങനെയാണ്, പാട്ടിൽ എങ്ങനെയാണ്, എങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ പിക്കപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് കൊണ്ടുവരാം, ഓരോ കുട്ടികളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കി അവർക്ക് വേണ്ട ഓപ്പർച്യൂണിറ്റീസ് കൊടുക്കാൻ ഇവിടെയുള്ള ഫാക്കൽറ്റീസ് വളരെയധികം ശ്രമിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. നമ്മുടെ മക്കൾക്ക് ആവശ്യത്തിന് അത് കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട് എന്ന് തന്നെയാണ് ഞാൻ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നത്. I am taking this opportunity to thank each and everyone from the apex of my heart right now. Thank you so much for this graduation ceremony. Thank you.
Today marks another milestone in our academic journey. We have welcomed our guests to do the honor of conducting the campus ceremony.
Smart and active. RMBS, son of Mrs. and Mr. Sunil VK, is kind and helpful. Aaron Viju Colano, son of Mrs. and Mr. Sijurajan K, is polite and good. Abhinav C, son of Mrs. and Mr. Delhi C, is pleasant and friendly. Abraham Avish, son of Mrs. and Mr. Avish Ashokin, is bold and enthusiastic. Aiden Philip, son of Mrs. and Mr. Philip VP, is active and cheerful. Next is Bennett Emmanuel Manoj, son of Mrs. and Mr. Manoj Xavier, is smart and energetic. Christo A. Terence, son of Mrs. and Mr. Terence A. Abraham, he is pleasant and calm. Clement T.J., son of, his absent. Next, Devadesh P.S., son of Mrs. and Mr. Sandeep P.P., is a funny and honest God. Devadan M., son of Mrs. and Mr. Rajiv Kumar M.M., is calm and helpful. Next is Devansh K.P., son of Mrs. and Mr. Krishna Pradeep K.V., is very active and brilliant. SP, son of Mrs. and Mr. Sumesh Priya. He is energetic and bright. Eden Ehova Joy, son of Mrs. and Mr. Joy KV, is brave and active. Next is Yvonne Care of Joy, son of Mrs. and Mr. Joy KV, is smart and cheerful. Haber Glevin Tarragon, son of Mrs. and Mr. Glevin Johnson, he is confident and courageous. Mrs. and Mr. Mohammed Shetty, is cooperative and social. Harshit PB, son of Mr. and Mrs. Binish PK, is honest and expressive. John L. Sheeran, son of Mrs. and Mr. Leon Sear, he is kind and energetic. Joseph C. Diggory, son of Mrs. and Mr. Diggory PC, is joyful and loving. Jimenez Anthony, son of Mrs. and Mr. Anthony Sear, he is cheerful and always keeps a smile on his face. Next is Nilanjan Siyar, son of Mrs. and Mr. Renju Seeley. He is smart and active. Sahaj P. Shanil, son of Mrs. and Mr. Shanil PM. He is cheerful and active. Siddharth Sujit, son of Mrs. and Mr. Sujit Emma, he is polite and well-mannered. Abeli Somchen, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Somchen MS, he is charming and cheerful. Next is Anika Anand, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Anand PL, she is very smart and active. Daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Sadish Kumar B. She is cheerful and optimistic. Advega Sudesh, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Sudesh Shivan, she is gentle and caring. Advega T.S., daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Sanacham, she is patient and understanding. Next is Aishani C.A., daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Anil C.A. She is charming and cheerful. Next is Astin Salim Payo, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Salim. She is adventurous and curious. Next is Asma Mariam Oye, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Abdul Sahal Oye. She is gentle and caring. Devika S. Nair, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Sanjeev Nair. She is helpful and charming. Dhruva C, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Dinesh C, she is clever and active. Emma Hansel Elizabeth, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Alan Jeffrey C.A., she is polite and well-mannered. Next, Imana Mariam Kaligal Shahjadin, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Shahjadin, she is respectful and obedient. Ina Presho, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Presho A.S., she is cheerful and well-mannered. Mitra E.P., daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Prajit E.R., she is pleasant and friendly. Nihara Sanal, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Sanal, she is talented and energetic. Now, Vedasri R, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Delish TV. She is intelligent and smart. Congratulations to all my little graduates. Now I would like to welcome Liji ma'am for the candle ceremony of UKG orchid.
Good morning to all. First of all, I congratulate all the little graduates. Now we have the mapping ceremony of UKG orchid. Adam Sijo Collano, son of Mrs. and Mr. Sijo K. Simon, he is loving and warm-hearted. Adil Devenes, son of Mrs. and Mr. Sunik Kumar NG, he is responsible and focused. Ajas Muhammad CS, son of Mrs. and Mr. Sunil C. Yusuf, he is calm and cool. Andrich Bush M, son of Mrs. and Mr. Bush Andis, he is sincere and patient. Austin Anthony Chitingwe, son of Mrs. and Mr. Chitingwe, he is calm and affectionate. Chand C. Suraj, son of Mrs. and Mr. C. V. Suraj, he is observant and silent. Christo San MS, son of Mrs. and Mr. Sijo Jos Emma, he is efficient and responsible. Devanath MK, son of Mrs. and Mr. Vinish MK, he is friendly and cooperative. Dhirav Emma, son of Mrs. and Mr. Rajan MK, he is innocent and supportive. Eden Nitin Kochu, son of Mrs. and Mr. Nitin S. Kochu, he is energetic and enthusiastic. Evelyn C. Dinesh, son of Mrs. and Mr. Dinesh C. Bene, he is confident and positive. George Pilikotil, son of Mrs. and Mr. Prejit George, he is innocent and determined. Jerome Joseph M, son of Mrs. and Mr. Joseph MP, he is bright and gentle. Gian Jackson, son of Mrs. and Mr. Jackson AD, he is skillful and observant. Johan Dijo, son of Mrs. and Mr. Dijo Vincent, he is adorable and imaginative. John Jacob Manalil, son of Mrs. and Mr. Jacob MS, he is curious and bold. Rion Unmesh, son of Mrs. and Mr. Unmesh G. Chine, he is flexible and modest. Ryan Jose Aghil, son of Mrs. and Mr. Aghil KJ, he is creative and skillful. S. Shivakrishnan, son of Mrs. and Mr. T. Sendil Kumar, he is strong and enthusiastic. Sanjos M. Dias, son of Mrs. and Mr. Dias Emma, he is obedient and hardworking. Shreyas Prachit V, son of Mrs. and Mr. Prachit VC, he is radiant and positive. Vian Vishal, son of Mrs. and Mr. Vishal Apatara Vijayan, he is sincere and loving. Adishri M.N., daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Nikhil M.S., she is graceful and capable. Advika V. Sajit, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Sajit V.B., she is strong and reflective. Anika Keya, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Raghunath K., she is joyful and easygoing. Anmaria P.S., daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Shanuk P.A., she is friendly and cooperative. Bernice Liz Lijo, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Lijo T. Job, she is calm and cool. Dia Maria Simon, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Simon J. Panegal, she is bold and confident. Hannah Abigail Casey, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Chinchu Varghese Kannanaikar. She is observant and focused. Hannah Marin Thomas, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Thomas PC. She is friendly and social. Isabel Rose Andrew, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Andrew Simon Colano. She is nice and warm-hearted. Meenakshi Pia, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Renjit PG. She is loving and friendly. Mihira Indigo, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Dibu Rajan NB. She is observant and silent. Nirupama Das KS, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Subit Das KK. She is diligent and flexible. Preetika BP, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Prejit DJ. She is friendly and supportive. Shivanga VS, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Srilal VB. She is sincere and hardworking. And Vaiga AS, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Sharath PS. She is energetic and enthusiastic. Once again, congratulations to the little graduates. Now I invite Mega Mom for the capping ceremony of UKG Tulip. Thank you.
Now we have the capping ceremony of UKG Tulip. RLKP, son of Mrs. and Mr. Prajesh Devi. He is chubby and brave. R.E.K., son of Mrs. and Mr. Antonio Prasad. He is attractive and nice. Abhinav K.M., son of Mrs. and Mr. Manikandan K.K. He is elegant and fit. Alan E. Anthony, son of Mrs. and Mr. Anthony E.I. He is charming and lovely. Aaron Jordan, son of Mrs. and Mr. Jordan John P. He is gorgeous and intelligent. Arinjay Bijesh, son of Mrs. and Mr. Bijesh C.B. He is calm and brave. Aaron Ashish, son of Mrs. and Mr. Ashish George. He is beautiful and gentle. Bayron Vibi Chervatur, son of Mrs. and Mr. Vibi Varghese C. He is curious and kind. Daksh David TV, son of Mrs. and Mr. Prajit TV. He is perfect and brave. Dayal John, son of Mrs. and Mr. Jojo John. He is happy and naughty. Gautam Krishna MS, son of Mrs. and Mr. Sudhir MS. He is calm and brave. Ivani MS, son of Mrs. and Mr. Subhij MS. He is intelligent and kind. Johan Bijosh, son of Mrs. and Mr. Bijosh Chirain Ganda Johnny. He is calm and gentle. John Georgette T, son of Mrs. and Mr. Georgette T Rajan. He is brave and naughty. Kenneth J. Varakan, son of Mrs. and Mr. Jarin J. Varakan. He is perfect and cute. Vivek R. Vaishak, son of Mrs. and Mr. Vaishak E.J. He is calm and intelligent. Richard Jacob, son of Mrs. and Mr. Joffy Jacob. He is chubby and bright. Richard Pia, son of Mrs. and Mr. Rajiv Pia. He is smart and intelligent. Rishan Rivin, son of Mrs. and Mr. Rivin C. Chako. He is chubby and smart. Ryan Rijoy, son of Mrs. and Mr. Rijoy M.L. He is intelligent and calm. Satvik P.S., son of Mrs. and Mr. Sumesh P.K. He is calm and polite. Sri Shabari R., son of Mrs. and Mr. Rajesh S. He is excellent and unique. Swastik T.S., son of Mrs. and Mr. Shabin T.M. He is naughty and outstanding. Aditi Rajesh, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Rajesh Bharat. She is kind and cute. Ahanya Suresh C.S., daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Suresh C.S. She is energetic and creative. Angel Joyce M.L., daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Linoy M.L. She is bright and silent. Anna Maria Roy, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Roy Thomas. She is polite and energetic. Dakshati Nair, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Sangeet Nair. She is chubby and perfect. Devashree Edie, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Divin E.C. She is intelligent and brave. Hannah Mary Suvi, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Suvi Manuel Chaco P. She is polite and elegant.
Hazel Jimin, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Jimin Joe M. She is lovely and unique. Isabel Talakoto, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Sajidros Talakoto. She is naughty and cute. Joanna Maria Anish, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Anish Francis M. She is cute and silent. Nandika Praveen, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Praveen Mohan. She is smart and bright. Neelambari M.S., daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Siddesh M.S. She is calm and friendly. Pranavi P. Prashant, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Prashant P.C. She is stubby and loyal. Kate Kavistri, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Veerachami. She is cute and polite. Vaida Jidal, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Jitin Sukumari. She is naughty and cute. Joanna P. Binoy, daughter of Mrs. and Mr. Binoy P. She is amazing and creative. Congratulations to all the graduates. Now I request all of you, please give a big round of applause for all the graduates.
The students of Good Shepherd pledge to follow the mission and vision of our school, upholding the values of our role model, Good Shepherd, and through the inspiration of our founder, Kyriakos Elias Traveler, abiding by the core values of our school and be a good citizen. Thank you.
Friends and family, please put your hands together as we want our principal to share his valuable welcome to us.
Good morning. Good morning. My dear children, good morning. Okay, that's great. So I just take this opportunity to congratulate all young graduates, those who are marching to second, first grade next year. Yes, I'm very happy being with them the last year. I'm quite sure, and I just promise, I know they're very confident. That's why parents, you can be proud of your children. Because when they're moving to the campus and involving in the programs, we can see tomorrow and the coming days they will rule as Father Sundar has rightly taught.
I am excited to welcome Mr. Dodit T. Rajan, PTW President, to say a few words.
Good morning, everybody. What a day, right? I'm so proud as a parent, quite excited by seeing the capping ceremony, and thanks a lot our visionary fathers, Reverend Father Viju Kwalkani, our manager father, Reverend Father Sildo Nangi, our inauguration, our hero of the day from their mother, and our principal father, our vice principal ma'am.
Major Father, Reverend Father Viju Kolamani to thank the Chief Guest, Reverend Father Sindo Hamani with an memento. As we walk along this journey, we feel grateful who has been helped us grow and to show gratitude. I call upon my friend Abraham Avish to deliver the vote of thanks. Hi everyone, I hope you are all as happy and proud as I am today. On behalf of all my friends graduated from kindergarten our beloved principal for arranging such an occasion. Also, Mrs. Shani Duffy, our vice principal, for the encouragement and support you do for us. I thank our amazing teachers who have taught us so much from our abilities to what we can care. Friends, we wouldn't be today without their help and support. To our wonderful parents, thank you for always cheering us and being there for us. You have helped us grow and learn, and we are so grateful for all the love you give us. Thank you once again for celebrating us today. We will never forget this day, love and support we received. Go team kindergarten. Thank you.